Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are doing a follow-up video on Litecoin, LTC. If you go back in our channel, we have done plenty of videos of this in the past, talking about the upside and where we're looking for this to go. And today I'm going to do a follow-up video as I did on the other altcoins this week. So feel free to look at the videos of this channel this week and you will see a lot of updates. Today we're going to do Litecoin, and we do actually still have our charts on this one, so fantastic. A quick thing I want to get going is, as you can see, the lows, the highs, and we are basically near the lows because if you saw the video I did on XRP yesterday, here's your accumulation, here's your distribution, here's your accumulation, here's distribution, here's accumulation, here's distribution. But the thing is that this distribution is above the $100 level, and as long as we are above $100, we are looking for upside continuation. Why? Because the yellow EMA is crossing the purple to the upside, meaning we are just breaking all the resistance, which was this purple line. This purple line is depicting resistance to the upside. And as we broke above it, we took all the liquidity from the shorts. So all the shorts are now squeezed out. And any short that added, okay, because we didn't all get squeezed out, okay, from here to here is only, I'm not going to turn on the drawing. So it's only a $30 move. So if anyone was on, let's say, 2x leverage, they still have $20 more before they get stopped out or liquidated. So the point I'm trying to get at is, sorry, not 2x leverage, 50x leverage. The point I'm trying to say is that there is still juice to be squeezed. So if you look left, this is the neckline of an inverse head and shoulder. Can you see, guys, this inverse head and shoulder? And this is the neckline. If this neckline gets broken and claimed, your measured move is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A measured move would come all the way to 220, which is your past previous resistance with these three highs over here. So that is what we are working with here. A potential, wait, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4. A potential $100 move is still on the table. $100 to the upside is still very, very plausible and viable to the upside. Another thing I will point out for the points to the upside, look at your volume. The volume kicked off over here, and now it is still high on the weekly. Now this weekly close, which is in 3 days and 13 hours, I'm looking for a high to be put in, not a low like on other assets. I'm looking for the high to be put in. And next week, if we got the high actually if the high is put in above 146 and closes above 146 in 3 days and 13 hours, I'm going to be looking for next week to open and then continue up into those higher levels, such as 220. Okay, it's not going to be like a snap of your fingers, but you will start seeing large impulses go up because all the liquidity that's here from the shorts that probably added from here to here, they thought, oh yeah, it's going to roll over now because they just wanted to take some liquidity. Well, these guys that are here who are adding their shorts are going to be the next leg, the fuel for the next leg up. Because I highly, if this was any other asset, I would say definitely don't look for downside. But since this is Litecoin, which is like a tier 3 altcoin, maybe you will get more consolidation here and maybe a drag down. But if everything is good in the markets and if ETH is putting in a bottom, if Bitcoin is putting in a, ETH is at 2,700. I mean, that's pretty dang on the bottom. We never lost 90K, which was pretty much the low on Bitcoin. So these things have been going sideways, in my opinion, not even descending. That is good for you to put in a local low and then start grabbing the liquidity from the people who shorted to the upside. Because that's basically the next step, right? As you go sideways, the market waited for open interest to climb on the longs and shorts. And once we see which side is stacked the highest, we go take that liquidity out. And then we go to the other side. And that's what sideways consolidation is. It's basically just um, old school traders call it the meat grinder, because the consolidation, which is what 80% of the time markets are doing, is consolidating. That's where people lose the most money, is in the consolidation phase, because they're not understanding what's going on. So now let's get to the real technical analysis. We're done with the naked analysis. We know EMAs are saying upside continuation, and when they say upside continuation, they're clearly telling you, yo, it don't matter what you're trading up here. You better understand that $100, 99.23, is your last level of support, and then after that, you have to be worried of further downside. And your last level, aside from the purple, your second to last warning is this $90. Under $90, I am out. I am not trying to be cute. I am not trying to play this to go upside. I'm not doing anything other than being patient and waiting. Because if I was just using my EMAs, I know that, hey, we are going upside continuation. $100 is my bare minimum low. I know I'm going to stop myself out under $100, and I'll be patient to take the long again off of $90. That's a $10 difference, okay? I'll cut my losses, and I'll be patient for this wick to get tested near 90, and I'll re-long, and I will have a stop loss maybe 1% to 3% underneath that entry of 90%, and I will stop out underneath that, going like, yeah, underneath this wick, it's just not going to work out for me. Okay, it's just too much risk if it gets down this low after this much upside with this kind of volume. I gotta reassess as in like, what the heck's going on, that we had this much momentum to the upside, this much volume to the upside, and somebody had enough liquidity to reverse all of it by selling it into it. Like, they had that much Litecoin sitting on the side to go dump on our faces, that they waited at this opportune time, which is exactly what they're supposed to do, by the way. That is exactly what they're supposed to do. If you're a multi-billionaire, how the hell do you sell out all your crappy Litecoin if there's no demand for you to dump your Litecoin? It has to be in a situation like this where you can dump your multiple billions, because Litecoin doesn't have that kind of market cap where it can absorb that kind of a big major seller stepping up, because there's not that much buyers in the order books waiting to buy Litecoin in the first place. You have to build the hype. The hype is starting. Once the hype gets built and it's overbought, that's when you start dumping your bags. You don't start dumping it here, because you will stop the momentum to the upside. You want to, honestly, if I was the multi-billionaire, whatever, and I'm waiting for the setup, I know that this week is not the time to go dump into my money. I need like maybe 1 or 2 more weeks of upside, because when the volume of buyers slow down and I see that bearish divergence on volume, that's when I'm ready to nuke the crap out of the buyers and dump it, because I know that, okay, buying is slowing down. Ooh, I see a little bit of selling volume starting to come in. Ooh, the sellers are starting to increase. All right, I see the bearish divergence confirmation on a 4-hour on the volume. Freaking nuke it. Just dump it. I don't even care. Just let go of all the supply. 80% of my position, I will just market sell it or set a limit and just let it go. I wouldn't do market. I would do limit, because why am I going to pay fees when the market is giving it to me? If it's on an uptrend and I'm selling and I leave a limit, I'm letting you fill my limit at ease. I have no work I have to do. I just have to click leave limit, and you're gladly eating my limit and paying for it. You're the one who's marketing into it, not me. So I'm getting all my profit. I'm not even paying a fee. You're taking my order with ease. I have no stress in the situation, in an overbought situation when I'm getting rid of my supply. In a reverse scenario over here, when it's dumping and everyone is panic selling, I'm buying at the green. Look at the green, right? What did I say? I was going to buy over here at 890, right? Here's your green, giving you a perfect opportunity to buy. Underneath the green, look what happens. This is why I don't like to play underneath the green. I do have setups underneath the green, but I'm not going to blindly give you guys those situations, because the risk is going to be against you. Like, you are not going to be able to manage the way I do. But look, a confluence. Okay, I'll give you a reason why I do what I do. Here's the yellow, right? When price action gets under the yellow, it likes to consolidate. Here's your meat grinder, up and down between a yellow and green, yellow and green. Once the green is lost, look what happens. just straight downside. Are you gonna survive from 160 all the way down to $55? That's a $100 move. No, you won't. But what happened was the meat grinder, yellow and green got closer. Price went under the green, and green was resistance, and then yellow crossed green to the downside, meaning now you're trending to the downside, and now yellow became your being the push down. When your head is giving you, when your lover is giving you some head, and you push down on her head because you want what you want. That's what this is. The market maker got you doing the favor for him, and he likes what you're doing, and he's pushing down on your head here because he's not done with what he wants. He's not finished. Okay, this is him finishing. Okay, he finished, and now he's letting you breathe, and now he's letting open interest increase. Right? Once you catch your breath, he's pushing your head back down. He's like, ooh, I want seconds, and he's keeping you in this range until he got his satisfaction, and now he's taking his he's accumulating again, letting you breathe again, and now he sees you put your head back up, and now he's waiting. Oh, okay, did you catch your breath? Because as soon as you catch your breath, he's gonna put your head back down. Okay, but that was if we did not cross above this purple. That's what is the now the resistance is flipping to support, meaning now she wants hers, and now you got to pick your head up and put it to her, and let her have some fun until she's ready to let you give her until she lets you take control again. Right now you got to let her breathe. You got to let the open interest climb. Buyers are here. What the reason they're here for, we don't know. Maybe they're taking profits out of Solana and Ethereum, and they're coming to here. Maybe people are just not trying to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin, and they're going to some alts that they see there's weakness. But right now, this thing is ready to pop. That's all I want to say. Before I start on the drawings, please, please, please leave a like, subscribe, press the thumbs button for notifications. Share this video with other like-minded individuals. Leave me a comment in the comment section below letting me know how I'm doing, so that way I continue making these videos. And if you're interested in trading me live, feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow, such as our MEXC link, which is where we do all our trading of our altcoins. So please feel free to go join, and you will be sharing the same rebate that I get on my fees. Basically, the cheapest fees you can get in any platform, it's MEXC. And I think it's about 70% that we get off, by the way, guys. Now, back to Litecoin. Here are the drawings that we had on our last video. Please feel free to go to the last video and check it out, and you will understand what the doodles are. We are in an expanding wedge. We are now above the level of resistance, which is, 114, okay, which is the top of the channel. And if you want to be proper, I would not use 114 or these wicks or whatever. I would use the mathematical proper number, which is the fib at 120.83. Okay, I don't like using the EMAs are lagging indicators. Just don't forget that these numbers change every freaking day. When the candle closes at 8 o'clock, these things wiggle. Okay, they sit there and they wait for the price to come into them. The robots are programmed to do something at these levels, and that's how I use my Fibonacci's. They're also reactive on the EMAs, but the bigger the money is, it's usually sitting on an EMA or this purple line. Okay, this is a 200 EMA. So majority of traders, whatever time frame you're on, you will see reactions on this 200 EMA, regardless of what time frame you're on. When you go on from weekly to daily, here's your 200 EMA. Clearly giving you the level of resistance before. Okay, just clearly look at this. Here, this purple line, resistance, flip support. Now we can't get under it. Support, support, support. Up, right here, flip resistance. Can't get above it. Can't get above it. Up, right over here, flip the support, and expansion. Here you had your next touch, was your buying opportunity, and that's what I mean. They have a lot of money sitting on the 200 EMA, and they make trades off of it blindly. And look, that's why once this breached, we didn't close underneath it. it wicked right above it and closed above it, and that's what gives me confidence of upside continuation. This was a massive liquidity grab over here between $95 and the EMA over here to 88. So, and then that's like less than a $10 range. So that's a smart, whoever did that, that was smart. I wasn't watching Litecoin like that, but we did know that this was coming, and exactly the way we said it was gonna, it did. Now what's going on over here is we were looking for consolidation in this triangle, in our little triangle, and what happened is we actually did not even consolidate to this downside, and you only use this 95 as a buying opportunity, and it only went up. Here was the next consolidation. We were looking for a little bit of wiggle here, and that's what we're doing. We're wiggling right here. Now I'm going to delete the wiggle, and we're going to look for this measured move, which is supposed to go to 150, and that's another thing I want to say. Today's daily close is with sell volume. If today's daily close does not close underneath 127.56, okay, you are going to close right like this. Next day will open, which is Friday, guys. Tomorrow is Friday. Some people will be getting paid on Friday. And Friday, you can look for a weekly close into the up end of where we are looking from this level here, 115. We're looking to 150. That is probably what we're looking for tomorrow. Because what we are doing right now is we are consolidating on top of the triangle. And we are waiting for this breakout on top of the triangle to take us to the upside. And you're probably going to see it something like this. And then we can decide what we're going to do here, if we're going to go up or not. Because if you go back out, it matches the expanding wedge, right? So all that's left in this trade is patience. Because from this 126 level that I said, if we don't close underneath that 126, the next natural target is 148 to 150. And it's clearly depicted by the top of the expanding wedge, by the EMAs. The 148 is the main level. The 150, wait, what is that? The 150-ish level is the stop loss for shorts, is what my stop loss would have been if I shorted 139. If I would have done this short over here, okay, this guy right here, if I would have took that short, my stop loss would have been right here. That's why I'm saying that the upside is probably a little bit more likely, because we are about to hunt those shorts out. And once these shorts get hunted out, you are basically going to make a triangle right above it, and you're going to continue impulsing. I don't expect it to come back down. So this consolidation is taking its sweet time because it's Litecoin. This is not like Bitcoin or Ethereum where it has that kind of market cap or liquidity or demand or whatever. But that's basically how I see this playing out. And another reason I told you guys for something like that being likely, check this out. This is a massive, massive head and shoulder. Ugly, but it's slanted like this. And look what you're going to do when you complete this expanded wedge, right? If it comes to this, right, then you got your measured move, and the measured move of this guy is like this. So how I'm going to do this. Shoot. I'm just going to go like this, and breakout wise, it's probably going to be like right there, right? And look where you're coming basically right to our resistance. So yeah, I mean, very, very, very much likely Litecoin is going to shock and surprise a bunch of people. And even this whole dang thing, if you look at it now, this whole thing is just a rounding bottom. It's like a cup and handle, rounding bottom. And you might even just go like this and then do one of these to like $1,000 bucks. That will be a parabolic breakout. And something like this is possible on Litecoin. Why? Why is this possible? It's because Litecoin is one of the only assets that's actually a limited supply. Okay, it actually only has 100 million Litecoin out there, and that's it. It's not inflationary, um, and yeah, it's like the bronze to Ether's silver to Bitcoin's gold. If Bitcoin is gold, Ethereum is silver. I would say Litecoin. I mean, yeah, I would say Litecoin is bronze. Like Litecoin and Solana are my two like. Uh, I wouldn't even say Litecoin is really my third. I would honestly say Solana is my third. I like Litecoin as a safe store of wealth, but there's no tech, there's no devs doing anything on this asset. There's nothing really going on Litecoin other than it's like a safe turtle to put your money in with slow upside moving, uh, like it's slowly moving to the upside and an uptrend, very slow. In long term, it will probably go up, but I have no conviction that this thing is going to change the world with any tech or anything. It's just a piece of metal to store your wealth in my opinion. Like it's very, very similar to like a metal such as gold and silver. There ain't nothing fancy about it. It's just good at holding its value long term, and it's not like consolidating up and down too much. It's going sideways nicely, and that's like exactly what I would want for something that is a good store of wealth. I don't want too much volatility in that price of that asset because if what I had in it today could be gone tomorrow. I want it to be slowly uptrending as well due to the fact that it's got a limited supply. As more people think like me and be like, yo, this is a good thing to put money in like a bank account, you know, like Litecoin is a good alternative to a bank account that's giving you like 4%. You know, T-bills are giving you 4%, bank accounts are giving you 5%. Well, Litecoin, I know if it goes to that 100, it's going to give me 100% gain. Even if it doesn't go to the 100 and it goes to 150 from 120, I'm still getting like more of a gain. Where is that? Let's find out. I'm still getting a 15 freaking percent gain this year over my bank account or my interest or anything. And that's if this happens. The risk of downside is there. So that's the one thing I'm saying, like, why I'm saying like I wouldn't really look at this as like my store of wealth long term is because I know I have better assets to put it in. And me being a trader that I am, I rather stay in cash. My whole strength in my skill comes being able to scalp and trade. I never need to be exposed to any asset long term or get my shit wrecked over stupid news output because 99% of my liquidity is in cash. And when I say cash, I know people are going to be like, ooh, you're stupid. Yes, it's in Tether because if Tether explodes, so does the entire crypto market. And if you think that's not possible, go look at the freaking market cap of Tether. And if any kind of questionability comes into that kind of a market cap, where do you think all those tethers are sitting? How much money has been exchanged for Tether for some crypto asset that when they actually go return that crypto asset for whatever liquidity and Tether's not going to be one of those exit ramps, like the whole market is going to go through some crap. Like it, just as if Bitcoin's cryptography gets questioned, or if one Satoshi moves out of Satoshi's wallet, the faith of the whole crypto community as a whole will get tested. That's the day you will see your crypto lose like 80 to 90% in a blow off top fashion. Okay? What happens after a parabolic rise? You have a blow off top, 80 to 90% you lose. Okay? 50 for sure, but 50 to 80% you will see blow off top situation. And the only way something like that can happen is a fundamental flaw in the crypto community. That would be either the wallets getting hacked, or Satoshi's identity being revealed, or Satoshi moving some money. Because if Satoshi moves money out of his wallet, guys, then we will all be like, okay, who is Satoshi? Or Satoshi's wallet got hacked by some quantum computing or whatever the hell people want to say. It don't matter. At the end of the day, people's faith will be shaken and tested. And if the second that happens, I will instantly, whatever liquidity I have in crypto, I will be taking it out and going to cash immediately. Immediately. I will not wait for someone to give me a reasoning as to what happened or why it happened. That day, I will freaking giga nuke, sell, and go to cash. And I will wait patiently for the news to give everyone some excuse. And then once all the blood is done and over and I see sideways consolidation, I will go look for my opportunities to go back. I am not going to be stupid hoping and dreaming and praying for someone to save me with an explanation. No, I don't need an explanation. The reason I got in crypto was to never let the wealthy and institution in anyway. And now crypto is officially an institutional backed asset. So the whole reason of crypto has been demolished as it is. Hence why I am in dollar. Hence why I am in stablecoin crypto. There's no freaking reason to be in these assets other than to trade them for more money. Okay? Because the goal of crypto has been shifted and twisted, and the people who we didn't want to be in crypto are the ones who are majority owners. If anyone says crypto isn't centralized, I want to reach my hand across the fucking screen and slap you in the face. Like, punch you in the throat. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Ask yourself. Go to the mirror and ask yourself, are you stupid? Because I think you're stupid if you don't think that crypto is centralized. And then when I say crypto, I mean Bitcoin, Ethereum, your Ripples, every freaking coin is centralized because there's a majority wallet holder that can dump on your head whenever they feel like it. And a majority of those majority wallet holders are multi-billionaires and trillionaires in cash. They don't give a shit about the crypto asset other than to make money during the consolidational phases and extract as much dollar out of that as they can from people like us who don't understand what markets are. Okay? And what do they do with all that money that they're extracting? If it's not in cash, they're putting it in the stock market and of the stocks of the best companies that they want to own. The whole world's money is in equity of the shares of the stock market, not in Bitcoin and in cash. The wealth of the world is in the shares of the stock market. And unless you're the CEO who can do stock offerings like MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, he can print money on freaking demand by saying, I want to sell more shares of MicroStrategy, and he can raise multiple billions of dollars from people like you who want to give him your money blindly for a piece of paper saying MSTR on it. What value is that piece of paper? Just like what value is you saying you have a Bitcoin? What value is it? Absolutely freaking nothing until you turn in that piece of paper or that Bitcoin and you take your dollar and now you're like, okay, I have this much dollar. Your value on paper of what you're worth is nothing. Elon Musk is a multiple billionaire in shares. He'll get $50 billion plus in shares. And that's if the shares are awarded to him. And those shares are freaking paper and meaningless until he sells it on your head on the stock market and converts those shares into cash. And what does he need to do? He don't even need to do that. If he really wants his money, he can go to a bank like Blackstone or Fidelity or PricewaterhouseCoopers and be like, hey, I have $50 billion, or Goldman Sachs or Wells Fargo or Jamie Dimon, all those assholes. He can go to them and be like, hey, I got $50 billion of equity in these shares. Let me borrow $30 billion on it. You hold my shares and my equity in the shares. Give me that cash and I'm going to go spend it. Now, when someone does this, right, when they take a loan out on their equity, they don't pay no taxes. That interest that they're getting is absolutely nominal because the bank is giving them like dirt cheap interest. Like, this is how the rich are getting rich. They're borrowing money on fake money and they're using it on debt that, like, they're living on the debt. That's why they say, oh, you know, debt is good, debt is good. This is how they're using their debt for good. They're getting paid in shares, not in a million. They didn't take $1 million salary. Go look at every freaking CEO. They're all getting like $1 million salary and $100 million in shares. At, you know, their stock shares are exercising at zero, and they're selling it on the market at $100 million, and that's why they're rich. The world, in this world that we're in, you don't get money from working. Your payroll is not how you become retired and wealthy and long-term generational wealth. It's not through payroll. It's through the investments that you have that produce income. If you do not have passive income, if you're not making money sleeping, you will work for the rest of your life. Your children will work for the rest of their life because all you taught them is, oh, be a good employee, go save up your money, go get a mortgage, and then save for your retirement. Okay, good. If you're saving for your retirement and you don't know how to pick the right assets, or if you just are in an index fund, right? When the index crashes, so does your retirement. How many times has that happened throughout history where the markets are at all-time high and the whole world is taught, yeah, just keep buying the market. Just keep DCAing into the index. Don't worry, the index will take care of it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, keep doing it. And every 10 years, watch your shit get wrecked. Okay? So I'm done ranting. I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. All these things, all this stuff, just stupid freaking numbers on the screen. At the end of the day, if you don't know how to read the numbers and extract the value out of it, like here's Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin, what it's doing. Does this look like an accumulation phase, or does this look like a distribution possibility? Does this look like an accumulation phase, or does this look like a distribution possibility? When I was telling you guys to buy at 60K, okay, these were the lows, and this is the wrong chart. Here this is. When I was telling you guys to buy over here, near here at 60K, and you didn't buy in this, and you are over here, and you didn't buy over here at 80, 90, why the hell are you trying to do stuff now, like assuming that we're going and doing something, right? Yes, being above 92,000 is good for upside continuation, right? I am looking for 110,000 to 120,000 on Bitcoin. And we can go over this video tomorrow or whenever the next asset video I'll make is there. But look what I'm clearly trying to say. Whatever happens in this triangle can happen. If the triangle breaks to the upside, which I would like for it to do, I'm still looking for major resistance at 120,000. I'm not telling you we're going to 120 and we're going to the moon. I'm saying we're going to 120 and you're going to retest this shit, okay? We're going to eventually take some of that liquidity. Now look at your volume. Is this a bullish divergence volume or a bearish divergence volume as you're going to the top? Ask yourself those honest questions and then go put on your trades, all right? That's what I'm trying to get at. Be logical. Here's the Bitcoin. Sorry, here's Ethereum. What is Ethereum doing? How many times did I say buy, 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 buy here, buy here? Why the fuck were you guys trying to buy at $4,000? And I showed you, yo, underneath this level is downside. I myself bought at 3,200 and told you guys, oh, hey, I'm buying at 3,200. Once 3,200 broke to the downside, I said 2,700 is where I'm going to be accumulating. Look what we're doing right now. Who's got nuts to buy right now? And then when we get above 3,200 again, and you guys start trying to ape in above 3,200, it's good that you're doing it, but don't go aping above 38, because I'll slap you in the face through the screen. Be like, yo, you dumb. You dumb. You greedy and you dumb. Why didn't you see this inverse head and shoulder here? Why are you doing it later? Why you couldn't do it right here? That's the reality. You suck as a trader and you don't know what the hell you're doing. Hence why you need to come to the Discord server in the description of this video below and learn how to trade properly with me. And then you can start making some money and treat your wife and your husband and etc, etc, etc. Here's Solana. Look what Solana is doing. Why did we not say, hey, this level 162 is a good opportunity to buy? Which one of you fools are not buying in this area and then expecting, you know, whatever you're expecting? I don't know. So I hope this video was enlightening for you guys. I just gave you a quick tidbit of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, okay, as we did Litecoin. If this doesn't help you, if you didn't stay to the end of the rant, you won't see it. But look at Solana. Here's this dump, right? Look at the volume slowing down. You know what that means? Bullish divergence on volume, confirming that 162 is a good buying opportunity. I can't drill this shit into your head any easier than this. If you don't act, it's your fault for not making money. It's because you suck. Just tell yourself you suck and man the fuck up and take responsibility by going and getting the proper education to not suck moving forward. That's how this game works. Be a man, grow up, acknowledge that you need a little bit more education, work on that self-improvement, then attempt again. If you don't change anything and you continually are gambling in the markets and losing money, you are your own worst enemy. That's what I'm going to leave this at. Be an adult, grow up, respect the money, learn how to make it. Otherwise, I will continually take your money from you. And if you just want to throw money away, come join our members site on Discord server. Pay me that cup of coffee a day, and I will teach you how to be better. I will promise you, you give me your time, your dedication, I promise you, I will make you better. I promise you, okay? Promise you. You put in the time and effort, I'm here every day. You know I'm here every day. Come join me, man. Be a grown boy, all right? I'll turn you into a man. And it ain't gonna be easy, and I ain't gonna be your daddy and hold your hand and be nice. I'm be your friend, and I'll tell it to you like it is. And I will punch you in the face if I have to. If you act like a little baby, I will nut punch you. And yeah, I'm gonna make you man. I'm gonna make you man up. So if you're serious about being an adult, come join me. Otherwise, enjoy the free videos. I love it. I love it. Consume everything you want for free, but understand, it's free for a reason. And you pay for quality, okay? You're paying for quality. Quantity, you can get for free. Free videos nonstop. You can get that quantity. You want quality, you gotta pay for that shit, all right? You want shortcuts, you gotta pay for that shit. You wanna learn from someone who's been doing the grind, you gotta pay for my time because it's valuable. I don't got time to play around and joke around with people who are not as serious as me. If you can't hear the seriousness in my voice, click off this shit and go on somebody else's YouTube. Period. Have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. And please sub to the YouTube channel for that free content. Have a great day.